Thank you, madam, for giving me this opportunity to be here. Thank you, Professor Imran sir. Thank you, Zai sir. Thank you, Jahangir sir. And thank you, dear students. I used to be here many a times before also. Last time I was there in 2019. I make a point that whenever I visit Delhi, I should come to visit my alma mater plus this residential coaching academy, because it also gives me a sense of satisfaction to be with you people from where I was very closely associated with. So as Madam has already introduced what my previous past, presently I am working as SP Gumla. Gumla is a district in Jharkhand, adjacent with Ranchi. It's the second largest district of Jharkhand. And before that I was SP Kodarma. Kodarma is again another district of Jharkhand, but it was a bit smaller in surface area than present posting. So in our job, posting keeps on changing. Before that I was the SP Rail in Jamshedpur, that is GRP. So this is my actually fourth term as an SP. I am 2015 batch I.P.S officer, and I have completed my education from A.M.U itself. I have started as +2 student in 2000, then completed my +2, and in 2002 I took my admission in MBBS, Jawaharlal Nehru Medical College, definitely one of the top 10 colleges of India, and still it bears that mark. Then after completion of my internship 2008, I gave my PG exam also, and then I chose for community medicine, PSM, and completed my MD there in 2011. Then moved to Delhi, as I had made up my mind, during MD I had made up my mind for doing UPSC, and then moved to Delhi in 2012, and there I stayed in Hamdal Study Circle for 2 years, 2012 and 2013. And in 2014, I have qualified for IRS, Indian Revenue Service. And during training, I gave another attempt, and I got I.P.S. and also my home cadre. I belong to Jharkhand also, from Bokaro district. So that is how I am here now, after completion of big circle of like 20 years. And I always make sure that whenever I visit Aligarh, I take time from the faculty members, the Registrar Sahab, who is also my senior. So I am here with you. Now, I might be a bit late because of heavy traffic from Delhi to here. So I hope you will feel a bit sorry for me. It's okay. Again, I have completed, it's already has been 6 years. 2015 was my batch. So the exam pattern is the same, but the things are relatively, bit fluctuating. I might not be updated with what previous year question was, but I am here to interact with you people, so that you can ask really your questions about what to do, how to do in service, why to join service, why it is important service, why it is not important. If you have any kind of dilemma or confusion whether to pursue this career or whether to pursue my already career, or how to go ahead with this exam, how to study, how to plan my studies, then I can answer your questions. If you ask me some specific question from GK, I might not answer because I am not very much well aware of new topics. So I can give you a general overview, how to study, what to study, what not to study, where to go, whether to stay in Aligarh or go to Delhi for higher, better coaching facilities or not, whether to do online courses or not. So these queries can be answered by me. So if you can start with your questions, or I will give you a brief introduction about how to prepare for UPSC. What do you want? My experiences with UPSC, okay, fine. Then that will be like 5 to 10 minutes, or I have prepared for UPSC. Then you can ask more questions. If there is any confusion or dilemma still you facing, there are many issues that will arise as a student. Sometimes financial dilemma is also there, whether to how long the exam will take. It's a long exam process. So I will start with my own experiences. During MBBS, after completion of MBBS, I was doing MD. And during MD, I was doing community medicine. I used to visit various rural areas actually, like Jawa, Atari and other areas. So there I felt the need of like some changes in the society, like from the grassroots level. Definitely as a doctor, we are working, our society also needs some very good doctors, experts. But it's all about choices. I believe that whatever you will want to be, you should give your full attention, full focus. Whether you want to be an engineer or doctor or I.S. officer or an I.P.S. officer, it doesn't matter. But whatever you do, you give your full attention, full honesty, full integrity. You should not compromise. You should not be in dilemma. Either I am not doing this thing right, or I should go ahead, or I should go for a different thing. Whatever you do, you should feel fully satisfied from inner self and from the people, the feedback also. So during MD, when I used to visit rural areas, I somehow discovered that I have to join UPSC. So after completion of MD, in Aligarh MD, while preparing MD, I came in contact with Residential Coaching Academy in 2010 around. And at that time, I think this building was not here. In 2010, this building was not here. It was in Sasayad Hall and Sasayad hostel facilities. It was there. So there I used to visit. I was not very satisfied with the system there. Right now, we have very good building and every faculties are very dedicated. And 10 years back, it was not like that. So I started preparing, I made mine and started preparing in AMU itself, in Hadi Hassan Hall or book bank of the JNCH. In like initial days, it was tough, definitely it's tough for everybody to start already a new career chart. So I started with reading newspapers. As I was told by many seniors, like you people are interacting with me, I was interacting with my seniors and they have told us how to go ahead. So they have told us to start with newspaper. Definitely I will also suggest start with newspapers. In general, every person should study or read a newspaper very diligently. Newspaper reading will make you a good person, a good professional in whatever things you are doing, an updated citizen. So one should read newspaper whether in English, Hindi or Urdu, if possible all three. Definitely one mother tongue, one official term and one national languages. So try to read newspaper at least 2 hours daily for every candidate, whether he wants to pursue a career in civil service or whether he wants to be a good doctor or he wants to be a good engineer or a good lawyer or whatever things he wants to do in life with academic performances or sports, whatever. But do read newspaper, I will suggest you guys. I hope you are reading newspaper very religiously daily. So devote at least 2 hours daily. That I used to do. Read newspaper 2 hours daily. Make some good notes of it, if possible. If not, at least try to write some points which you find effective, which you find important. Next, starting with NCERT is always beneficial, whether it's PMT or engineering exam or I.P.S. NCERT books are always indispensable book. You cannot do away with it. And its language, NCERT book is not a book written by one person. It's a book of panel of teachers and professors, and they discuss and the things are written down in a very lucid manner. So always start with NCERT. Don't neglect NCERT any time in your academic person. Then apart from reading newspaper 2 hours, read NCERT from 6 to 12 class. That I read. NCERT is from 6 to 12, because even if you are a science graduate or arts graduate or management graduate, you should study 6 to 10 every subject, and after 10 you can, if you are a science graduate, you can skip. If for arts graduate, one should study environment portions and other important topics from the +2 books also. So I am a medical graduate, so I have studied up to 6 to 10 NCERT. And all books, all available writers possible. Then 3 books are very important in NCERT. Apart from 6 to 10, 3 books like history, geography and political science, that is civics. That again I will prefer NCERT for those 3 subjects of 11th and 12th class. That gives you a foundation which will be very helpful in your PT exam, in your mains exam. So apart from NCERT, you can do add another book for references like Bipan Chandra for NCERT, Lakshmikant for Polity or D.D. Basu, economics Ramesh Chandra, and some Kaushik Pasha. And for polity, economics, politics, geography, G.C. Vyom. I understand you all are well aware of these books. Is it? Huh? These are basic books. Anybody who starts with civil service preparation, they definitely got to understand that these books are must read. Then after, these are your static questions. For dynamic portion, you have to cover from, I have studied from Vision I.S study materials, 1 year or 2 years जो supplements available in the market. So you can also, in present scenario, apart from Vision I.S, there are many good institutes also which are delivering very good study materials. You can start one year. Read it like our monthly subscription in the Hamdard Study Circle library. I hope here is also the same facilities here. So study materials of important coaching institutes will be definitely helpful. Then you will ask a question, which faculty to consult for your optional. These are questions for the basic prelims for GS side. For optional, one has to choose between many subjects available for the UPSC exam. So one must rethink many a times what to choose as an option. One should well versed with those topics in which he wants to give his civil service mains exam. In my initial days, in 2012, I chose sociology and psychology. At that time, there was 2 subjects. So I gave my exam, first attempt is sociology and psychology. I got my interview call also, but I did not succeed my first attempt. I got low marks in the sociology and psychology subject, just above the margin, so that I got an interview call, but not that much higher, so that I can qualify as a candidate. So next year, what happened? The UPSC has removed 2 subject system and they have started with 1 subject only in 2003, and from still now it's only 1 subject in UPSC. So I reanalyzed my strategy. I discussed with my seniors, and in 1 subject I finally opted for medical science. Medical science, since a vast subject, it consists of 19 inner subjects also. But again, I felt that somehow I spent 8 to 10 years in medical science. I can write something in paper if totally strange question will appear in the exam. So that was in fact a very good decision. And in 2013 I gave and I got an IRS. Very good marks. Even I think I got top 10 in medical science also. In another, I got again very high marks in medical science, better than last year. In 2014, I am here in Jharkhand. So optional subject is very important. One must consider very much. One must not choose it solely based on कि somebody has told कि political science अच्छा है और public ad अच्छा है या उर्दू छोटी subject है या फिर पाली ले लो या संस्कृत ले लो. ऐसे नहीं डिसीजन लेना चाहिए. You must consult your seniors who have qualified with those subjects. You must consult with your colleagues. You must consult with your teachers. How do you find how good I am in this subject? And then only after much rethinking, you should go ahead with the subject. I think here 30% person has already made up their mind for optional. Still 50% person are in dilemma whether to go ahead with public ad or political science. This is a scenario in every faculty where I have given a lecture. So don't worry, this happens, and we must keep going with this. One day you will find your answer, but don't take much time like 1 year, 2 years. Take this decision in 3 months, 6 months, that's okay. When how to take decision, I will tell you some 5 to 6 points. First, go through UPSC syllabus. Go through UPSC syllabus, but choose top 3 subjects that you want to go ahead with your optional. If you are an engineer, so you can do with the engineering subjects also, you can do with geography also, you can do with public ad also. Many candidates do with this. But choose those 3 subjects and go through the UPSC syllabus. It's available online, it's available in the newspaper also. And think and evaluate yourself on your test only, whether you are well versed or you can answer these questions, or even a rough guess you can make in these questions, or if this question attracts my attention or not. Do you find those questions interesting or not? If your answer is no, you definitely should not go with those subjects, because you can see the long preparation process, and one must be well motivated to go ahead with those subjects. If you don't find the subject interesting, we will not be at it for more than 1 to 2 years. So if you find the subject interesting and you can reproduce those subjects very well on your answer sheet, then only go ahead with those subjects. Interest is one thing that you should keep in your mind while choosing an option. One thing is interest. Second thing is, what is your background? Whether you are engineering background or a medical background or arts background. So because you have spent already 3 to 5 years in those subjects, you have grasped some knowledge from its bricks, from its buildings. You get knowledge from everywhere. So that definitely helps, because you get a sense of the subject and understanding of the subject, the grasp of the subject. Even you have not do it very well, you have not studied, not a topper of your batch, but even by visiting the faculties or the centers, you grasp some knowledge, some aura of the subject. So that will definitely help in your exam. So second point, the subject you have already done your graduation is also important. Never neglect it. If you think you don't know anything and this is not interesting, I just taken as a subject as a bridge for your higher progress, So that's okay, but always consider your subject as a background while choosing an option. Now, if I will ask you a question, how many of you are engineers? How many of you will raise hand? And from arts faculty? Okay, commerce? Medical? Okay. Law? Okay. Any more? Urdu? Achha, nice. So they are very, means the variety is already very much evident to all of us. So everywhere it is same scenario. In Delhi it's the same scenario, in any institute, any faculty you will visit is the same scenario, and don't worry about it. You will find your answer by analyzing your potential, by consulting those books, by trying to introspect your choice. You will definitely get your answer. So, second point, first point is interest, second is the subject you have done your graduation, and third point is your, how much you can find the materials and the guidance, the mentorship. The mentorship point is very important. You should find one mentor. Everybody should find one mentor for his life also, not for this exam also. For his life where he can consult his ups and downs. It can be your father also, it can be your brother also, and sister also. It can be your good friend or it can be your teacher also. But one must always look for one mentorship. So try to find one mentor who can guide you in those exams, in those subjects, and help you in choosing one subject for your option. If he can be from the same subject, it's very good. If not, then also good. If you trust him and he trusts you with your abilities, then one mentorship will be important. Doesn't mean you have to visit daily for the mentorship. Mentorship can be online also. In present scenarios, online things are made very much simpler for everybody. So find one mentorship. Mentorship should be a positive attitude, who are very qualified one, and always push you up for the higher limits, always give you some good feedback, always see positive in you. Because nobody is perfect. Everybody has ups and downs and gray shades. So people will look into you as a person as from the other perspective, from negative side also as a positive side also. But only find a mentor or good friend in those who looks upon you as from the positive side of the world. Gives you some good feedback which helps you in growth and regrowth everywhere. तो एक मेंटरशिप इम्पॉर्टेंट रहेगी आप लोग। तो ये तीन चीज़ों पे आप लोग फोकस कर सकते हैं, जिससे आपको हेल्प मिलेगी हाउ टू फाइंड योर ऑप्शनल सब्जेक्ट और हाउ टू चूज योर ऑप्शनल सब्जेक्ट। Present is starting of October. We have exams, I guess, on 10th. How many of you are attending those exams? 1, 2. Okay, 3. Very few people are attending. What about the rest? So not made up your mind. Not completed. What about the rest? How many of you want to appear in the next year? And what about the rest? Many people don't want to appear next year. So you are here for civil service exam, okay? I will take it as an okay answer. Still in dilemma. How many of you are in dilemma? That whether to pursue this career or go in SSC exam or banking or in academics or research? Raise your hand. Don't be afraid. Be open to everybody. People will ridicule you, criticize you, but if you are confident, you will succeed. So I did not find any answer from 50% of the students. Okay. So 50% of students I will take as that they are still in dilemma whether to go ahead with UPSC or not. Just want to be here because the sir has told me we should be here. So definitely this lecture is not about UPSC, this is not about civil service, this is about how to go ahead with life, how to pursue your career or your interest. Because there is not only one thing, many things are there, but definitely one should do, जैसा मैंने शुरू में कहा था कि एकदम जो भी करो ईमानदारी से, इंटीग्रिटी के साथ, फोकस के साथ करो। भले वो जैसा मौलाना दास साहब ने कहा था हमारे फर्स्ट एजुकेशन मिनिस्टर की, घास काट मोची बनो पर अच्छा मोची बनो। तो डजंट मैटर कि आप क्या करना चाहते हैं, कैसे करना चाहते हैं, पर अच्छा करने की कोशिश हमेशा करते रहना चाहिए। So I don't think this is the right age for dilemma also, because at 24, 25 one must decide कि मुझे अब जिंदगी में क्या चाहिए। Whether I am to scale Mount Everest और घोड़सवारी करनी है मुझे, और फिजिक्स में जाना है, नासा जाना है, और wants to do an I.P.S. But one must take his decision, take his shot कि अब मुझे क्या करना है। Most of the हमारा problem होता है we take late decisions or we suffer in future. So 20 to 25 years is right age for explore yourself, because you need time also कि आपको अपना जो क्वालिटीज है उसको एक्सप्लोर करना चाहिए कि हम में क्या खूबी है, क्या खराबी है, क्या अच्छाई है, क्या मेरा पोटेंशियल है, वो एक्सप्लोर करने के लिए 20 to 25 is right age. Then after 25 one must decide कि मुझे क्या करना है, how to secure my life, how to start my life ahead. बट अगर आप भटकते रहेंगे 20, 25, 30 साल तक, तो फिर डेफिनेटली हम रेस कहते हैं जो वो मिस हो जाएगा। हालांकि ऐसी कोई रेस की बात है नहीं, लाइक इज मच मोर अबाउट क्वालिफिकेशंस एंड डिग्रीज। मेंटल एटीट्यूड सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट होता है जो ज़िंदगी में आपको सफल बनाती है। राइट मेंटल एटीट्यूड हमेशा रखें, वही हेल्प करेगी, वेदर यू आर ए ऑफिसर और whatever career you choose. So as I have told my experiences, so start with reading newspaper, NCRTs, and then some supplement books, and then choosing your optional. This is the basic ingredient for UPSC exams. After that, how should one study for UPSC is also very important. Whether you should go to Delhi or not, whether you should pursue your career from the online courses available on the internet or not. So what I believe that one need not go to Delhi if not needed. One can pursue his career from any place, but he or she must be in a contact with right mentorship. आप कहीं भी अलीगढ़ में रहे, एक अच्छा मेंटर चूज कीजिए जो आपका डेली से गाइड कर दे, या आपके घर की तरफ गाइड कर दे, या जहाँ से भी आपको अच्छा लगे, और उनसे कांटेक्ट में रहिए, वो आपको गाइड करते रहेंगे। तो वो आपको डेली विजिट करने का मैं ऐसा नेसेसरी नहीं समझता। बट अगेन इफ यू थिंक कि ये सब्जेक्ट मुझे कवर करनी है और यहाँ पे पॉसिबल नहीं हो रहा, then definitely you should go ahead in Delhi and start your preparation by taking admission in a coaching institute and some for your subject also in which you find yourself not very much updated or weak in those subjects. I never took any coaching, regular coaching from anywhere, including my PMD also, MD also, or PLC also. I always take the help of local libraries, local residential facilities, like in RCA in Delhi. I was with Hamdard Study Circle, a very well organized institute, and then doing MBBS also I was preparing Maulana Azad Library. So coaching is not mandatory, but definitely important for some students, for many students. One should take or not take his whole and soul, his or her decision. लेकिन इसमें आपको पढ़ाई जो करनी होगी वो बहुत ही डीप स्टडी चाहिए होती है, जो मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम्स यहाँ पे नहीं मिल पाता है। उसके लिए एक माहौल भी होनी चाहिए, जो कभी कभी लगता है कि हमें लाइक माइंडेड पीपल नहीं मिल पाता है, तो उसके लिए कुछ लोग डेली माइग्रेट करते हैं, जो वहाँ पे एक माहौल मिलता है, जो कम्पिटिटिव एज मिलता है, कम्पिटिटिव एडवांटेज मिलता है, उसके लिए जाता है। लेकिन इफ यू कैन फाइंड 5 people in your circle here itself who are like-minded, you can start the same thing here also. So don't think you are in Aligarh or you are in Delhi because there will be any advantage or disadvantage for you. It's online thing, everything is available online. Every faculty you can find online, every material you can find online. Try to consult with one good coaching institute which can give you a ready material every monthly or weekly basis, and try to contact with one good mentor also who have qualified the exam recently or in the past also, and then you can go ahead with wherever you are. But study material are very important. One should try to get whatever study material available in the market, go through all those study materials with full effort. Then how much time you should give for UPSC is again a question that people used to ask from me. Right now during Corona times I was giving online lectures with a student from Bihar, Bengal, Orissa, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand. So this question like how much time is important or not important. Time is important, definitely you must give as much as time as possible that you can provide this here. But discipline is most important. If you think you one day you study for 24 hours, next day you will miss the whole day sleeping, then this will not do. Discipline thing will be there, should be there, and if you are disciplined, you will get it in 1 to 2 years. Make a schedule, chart or any plan and start preparing according to that. My schedule was like that during Hamdard in 2 years, 2012, 2013, I gave my full attention to UPSC only. In 2012, I was 13, I was in Hamdard, Delhi. So I start my day with waking up at like 8 a.m., then breakfast and going to library in the campus itself at 9 a.m. and then studying there for 2 hours, then a tea break at 11 a.m., then for after 11:30, then 2 hours, then 1:30 lunch and namas whatever possible, and then after lunch 1 hour, 3 to 5, then again studying in library, then 5 to 6 sports, then after Maghrib from dinner time, then again study, and then from dinner to at 12 midnight I used to study. So definitely one should make a plan. If you have not made a plan, you can succeed or not in that God book, but definitely plan will be helpful. So आप लोग सभी लोग एक चार्ट या प्लानिंग बना लीजिए आप लोग. आपके लोग शेड्यूल कुछ भी हो सकता है, कुछ लोग लेट नाइटर्स होते हैं, कुछ लोग अर्ली वेकर्स होते हैं, डजंट मैटर, आप जैसे भी, लेकिन एटलीस्ट एक प्लान बना के अपने स्टडी टेबल पे उसको पेस्ट कर दीजिए. दैट विल हेल्प कि आप सही जा रहे हैं कि नहीं. प्लान को 1 साल का प्लान बनाइए, 1 मंथ का प्लान बनाइए. और जैसे कि मैंने प्लान बनाया था कि आज टू गिव यूपीएससी ओनली फॉर 1 or 2 अटेम्प्ट्स, अगर नहीं हुआ तो फिर मैं डॉक्टर में चला जाऊँगा. तो वैसे ही प्लान नहीं, डोंट मेक इट कि आपको जिंदगी भर यूपीएससी की तैयारी करनी है, 7-8 साल नहीं यही करना है. मेक अ प्लान बी ऑल्सो. सो प्लान बी इज डेफिनेटली हेल्पफुल इफ यू आर फॉर दोज कैंडिडेट हु आर इन डिलेमा. You can take a chance with 2 to 3 years कि मैं इसमें UPSC preparation देता हूँ, then I can go ahead with my plan B. My plan B was simple, medical doctor. So I was very much confident also, secured also. So plan B is necessary for any strategy. In police we daily make plan A, plan B, plan C, of A, of B, of C. So plan B हमेशा रहना चाहिए आप लोगों के पास. एक escape button भी होना चाहिए कि आपको यहाँ से फिर क्या कर सकते हैं. मान लीजिए आपने 3 अटेम्प्ट दिए. मेनी IT ग्रेजुएट्स आई हैव सीन कि IT from whom I really they have come with us. Unfortunately they did not qualify. They felt bad for themselves So nothing like that, it's just like UPSC exam, just another exam. So very much hard one, but just like exam, if you will go through your study material properly, if you sit in the exam, you will find very simple another exam. It doesn't take a genius to crack this exam, but a disciplined one definitely do good with this exam. Because the exam process itself is very tedious, very lengthy. The prelims exam, 2-hour shift. The mains exam, 1 week and 2-hour shift, very back-breaking exam actually. You have to write 3,000 words in 3 hours. If I tell you write 3,000, anybody in 3 hours will not find very much comfortable. 3,000 वर्ड आपको 3 घंटे में लिखने बोलूँ अभी तो कुछ भी लिखिए तो आप लोग बहुत लोग नहीं लिख पाएंगे, उनमें मुश्किल होगी. So it's definitely a tedious exam from that point of view because you have to analyze from every aspect and then reproduce it in an answer sheet in a very short span of time. So for those things you must be a disciplined and studious student for those exams only. Like you have made a mind that you want to appear in 2022. तो 1 साल का आपका शेड्यूल होना चाहिए कि 1 साल में मुझे 1 मार्च को यहाँ तक पहुँच जाना है. और अगर वो शेड्यूल नहीं है तो डेफिनेटली ये ऐसे नहीं चलेगा. आपको एक शेड्यूल बनाना होगा कि 1 साल में मुझे यहाँ तक पहुँचना है और उसके बाद मुझे ये एग्ज़ाम देना है. तो आप लोग जो यहाँ बैठे हैं, जो आप स्लाइटेस्ट ऑफ माइंड भी है, तो आप लोग स्टडी स्टार्ट कीजिए और 1 साल का प्लान बना लीजिए अपना. Just take how do you find the exam, whether it is interesting or not. I found the exam very much interesting because apart from medical science, I have studied many subjects, and if not UPSC, I would be a better citizen, well-informed citizen from the economics point of view, from the whether the petrol price is going up or not, why petrol price is going up, why petrol price is going down. Lots of things going on WhatsApp. But WhatsApp is not the truth. If you deeply analyze the things are much complex than what appears in the WhatsApp. So definitely this exam is very eye-opening process, and that's why they have calibrated the exam process in such a way that it makes you a better person from whatever you are. So the exam, if you want to take it in 2022, it's the right time. 1 अक्टूबर से स्टार्ट करें और 1 अप्रैल तक का अपना चार्ट बना के रेडी कर लें. और 1 year टाइम इज वेरी मच सफिशिएंट. 1 year टाइम इज वेरी मच सफिशिएंट. जैसे कि आई यूज्ड टू से दैट आई हैव रेड सम बुक्स इन विच रिटन दैट टू बी एन एक्सपर्ट वन नीड 10,000 आवर्स. कोई एक्सपर्ट बनना, अगर आपको बैटिंग एक्सपर्ट बनना है तो 10,000 घंटे लगेंगे. And 10,000 hours is not a small time. If you daily give a 10 hour in this thing only, how much years it will take? At least 3 to 5 years for 10,000 hours. तो 5 साल लगते हैं एक्सपर्ट बनने. Here in UPSC you don't need to be an expert, but I think 5,000 hours is sufficient. And 5,000 hours you can draw in 1 year exam. And 1 year that exam you will take it will take in 1 year. तो अक्टूबर में प्रीलिम्स होंगे, फिर दिसंबर में मेंस होंगे, और फिर अप्रैल में मार्च में इंटरव्यू होगा. तो 2 साल का प्रोसेस का पूरा एग्जाम है. अगर आपने अच्छे से प्रिपरेशन किया तो यू डेफिनेटली कैन गिव योर 5,000 आवर्स इन दिस थिंग एंड बी एन सक्सेसफुल कैंडिडेट. So these are the basic strategies that I have made during my preparation, and I was just lucky that I got UPSC. Many of my from similar backgrounds, similar students could not qualify it. So the exam is not very much above the sky exam, but definitely a tedious process. A disciplined thing will definitely give you more achievable target than non-disciplined approach. So I have given a basic understanding about the exam. If you want to know about something about policing, I can answer you that also. Right now I am in Gumla, in Naxal infected district, Maoist infected. 1 minute. Maoist infected, and we have to in policing. We have to do like Naxal operations also, and apart from daily law and order duties that we have to do. But definitely it's very interesting job. Very you need to do a daily planning. It's like a daily planning and playing things with your planning and strategy, how to place your main. Like अभी वीडियो गेम खेलते हैं ना, कहाँ पे स्ट्रैटेजी में रखना है, इसको रखना है, वो अटैक करेगा. Same things हो गए. You have to do it daily. You have to make a plan for monthly. What you have to go ahead, how to catch this criminal, and this criminal is very nuisance. You have to catch him and send him to jail. So definitely SPship is very prime job and very interesting also. Though bit tough also. It takes daily 10 to 12 or 14 hours daily from my side. इतना लगता है 14 घंटे इस जॉब में लगते हैं कम से कम आपको डिवोट करने होते हैं डेली का. So tough job, but it gives you a lot of satisfaction, job satisfactions, a lot of good work to your people. Like I have started a label in Kodarma as an SP, and the concept I have taken from the book bank of the JNCH. I have started book bank, so people did not understand कि book bank क्या होता है. मैंने कहा it's library only, आप library कह सकते हैं इसको. तो book bank मैंने कोडरमा में start किया था. It was well appreciated by state DGP and Chief Minister also. Then during Corona time, I have served as medical officer also in my capacity in different hospitals, and in Naxal infected villages I used to visit. So there are myriads of opportunities in your district. You can do multiple things. You can start a new library. You can start a new school. You can help many needy people and poor from your side. So definitely this job gives you a lot of opportunities to serve your people, your society, your community, your nation in every aspect. That's why this job is important, and people is one of the most sought after job right now in our country. So that was my take. That's why I like the job, and I do it very happy. Right now I'm on leave. My leave is expiring today. I have to go tomorrow morning and join duty by 10 a.m. So this is all about me. If you want to ask any question, you are definitely most welcome. जी, इनको माइक दे दें. तो अभी न्यू वर्जन आ गए हैं. ये ओल्डर वन ज़्यादा अच्छी है, लेकिन डेफिनेटली आप अगर आपके पास टाइम है तो मैं सजेस्ट करूँगा आप दोनों को. मैंने दोनों पढ़ी थी अपने टाइम में, न्यूअर वर्जन भी और ओल्डर वर्जन भी, बिकॉज थोड़ी सी पत्ती सी बुक होती है. यू कैन रीड इट इन वन, और टॉपिक जिससे रिलेवेंट भी होता है एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू और फ्रॉम द इंटरव्यू. अच्छा, कौन सा क्वेश्चन कवर करना है, कौन सा छोड़ना है. लाइक एनसीईआरटी में आपको तो पूरी पढ़नी है, एनसीईआरटी पूरी पढ़नी है. लाइक किसी भी में मैंने जैसे ज्योग्राफी की किसी भी है, अगर किसी को तो शुरू के 10 चैप्टर इंपॉर्टेंट है. उसके बाद जैसे एनसीईआरटी को आपको पूरी पढ़नी होगी वर्ड टू वर्ड. एनसीईआरटी फ्रॉम 6 to 8, और जो ये हिस्ट्री या ज्योग्राफी या पॉलिटी के वो भी आपको पूरी पढ़नी है. सप्लीमेंट्री बुक्स में आप कुछ चैप्टर छोड़ सकते हैं, डिपेंड कि आप उसमें वेल वर्क है. एनसीईआरटी आपको जी पूरी नहीं पूरी पढ़नी है. सप्लीमेंट्री जैसे जीसी में मैंने शुरू के 10 चैप्टर पढ़े थे, उसके उसके बाद का वो बहुत वीकली है जो मेरे लिए नहीं था, और बहुत फोटोग्राफी 2 महीने छोड़ दिया। उसी तरह डीडी बाबू में कुछ चैप्टर जो लक्ष्मी माता को पूरी पढ़ती हो, डिफेंस चंद्रा पूरी पढ़ती हो, और रमेश चंद्रा में रमेश मिश्रा के इकोनॉमिक्स है उसमें कुछ चैप्टर जो पीटी पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से इम्पॉर्टेंट हो, लेकिन पढ़ना अच्छी चीज़ है, हमेशा पढ़ते रहिए, जितना पढ़ सकते हैं पढ़ लो।
हेलो सर।
यस यस प्लीज, हाँ बताओ।
सर, most of us are very brothers and sisters, and like many of us are in the founding years of the graduation.
Right.
So that's why like we are just staying in the mind for protection. And of course, like your insight in everything happens. But sir, there are various non-technical questions of this preparation that we often have in our mind. And so one question is, whenever a person is preparing, we have certain fears in our mind, like fears of losing our close ones, fears of losing like relationships, fears of losing career. इस तरीके से कि हमने तैयार किया है कि हम वो अचीव कर पाएंगे या नहीं, तो क्या आपकी जर्नी में ऐसे कोई fears थे? अगर थे तो आपने उन्हें कैसे एड्रेस किया? ऐसा सेकंड क्वेश्चन ये एक चीज ये होती है कि आपने कहा कि दिस प्रिपरेशन रिक्वायर वेरी डीप स्टडी एंड बहुत ज़्यादा शेड्यूल्स, तो क्या शेड्यूल बहुत ज़्यादा बिगड़ता भी है, और उसके लिए भी हम शेड्यूल को इंश्योर करने के लिए क्या मैकेनिज्म बना सकते हैं?
नहीं, आपके 2 क्वेश्चन है। एक पहला है कि हाउ टू ओवरकम योर इनसिक्योरिटीज इन स्टडी, एंड दूसरा कि इफ शेड्यूल एंड डिसिप्लिन इज समटाइम्स फेल्स व्हाट शुड डू। डेफिनेटली मेरे साथ अच्छी बात थी कि मैं मेडिकल ग्रेजुएट था, तो मुझे एक सिक्योरिटी ऑफ सेंस ऑफ सिक्योरिटी था, इफ नॉट यू दिस आई विल डू अ मेडिकल एंड आई विल डू अ हाई एजुकेशन मेडिसिन ऑल्सो। तो एक सेंस ऑफ सिक्योरिटी दैट डेफिनेटली गेव मी एंड बेस ओवर अदर सिंगल कैंडिडेट। लेकिन जैसा मैंने शुरू में कहा कि आपको